Hi there, Dan Brown here, Senior Service Consultant at MGE and partner of Bloomberg Digital, the premier online marketing company for dentists. Today, I wanted to talk to you about some marketing tips and strategies to implement this month and into the beginning of January to both close out 2020 successfully and launch into the new year well prepared. Now, topic number one, let's talk about the holidays. The holiday season is upon us, which means insurance benefits run out in a few weeks, and it's time to launch those use it or lose it campaigns if you haven't done so already. Now, bulk text is a great option for getting that message out, as well as via email, newsletters, and postcards. Any way you possibly can, get that message out and in bulk right now to every one of your patients. Our clients using the automated texting service we have as a service have been seeing amazing results so far. So reach out to Alex as soon as possible if you'd like to use us to have an end of the year message sent out through our unique platform. Alex's email address is alex@bloombergdigital.com. Okay, topic number two, let's talk about search traffic during this time of year. If you're doing SEO, which is search engine optimization, or PPC, known as pay-per-click ads, paid ads, with us or another company, you've likely seen that search traffic for your website has been a bit downtrending for the past month or so. Now, I'm here to tell you that you should not be alarmed at all. Historically speaking, this is very normal for this time of year. Across the internet, less people tend to search for dentists during this time of year due to the holiday season. It doesn't mean you should stop marketing, and quite the opposite. You should, in fact, increase your marketing through the holidays. Now, why would I say that? Well, for one, you always need to take all measures to prevent your competition from pulling ahead of you. That's just the first point. But even more noteworthy is the gem of the fact of the following. Historically speaking, January has the highest search traffic of the entire year. So, increasing your marketing right now and making your practice as visible and known as possible will pay off greatly come next month, when your collections are booming because you did just that. This is huge. You want your practice to be extremely visible in January, when there's statistically the highest number of people searching for dental work. So, get on it, increase your budget, and get present. Doing so, well, you're gonna get found. Okay, topic number three. Let's address the elephant in the room for your dental practice and just about every other business in the United States, Canada, and truly internationally. COVID-19. Now, I've been hearing of dentists experiencing cancellations due to rising concerns of COVID and a potential additional wave coming up in our future. Well, who knows what the future holds? But to help quench those concerns, we have a number of solutions. Okay, first point. Educate your patients and your community on the importance of increasing one's dental hygiene in order to decrease susceptibility to disease and illness. And you know this, you know the studies. People with outstanding bacteria, infection, and decay in their mouths are more susceptible to illness and disease, any illness and disease, and that includes COVID-19. How do you do that? Well, you can do this by quoting several educational articles in a video of yourself, which you can post onto your practice's YouTube channel, your Facebook, Instagram pages, in Google and Facebook ads, on your website, everywhere you possibly can. If you did a video, you could put it everywhere. And I'm going to encourage you to do that. Cite the studies, I think of which at least 7 that I know, that show links between people with unhealthy teeth and gums and specifically COVID-19. Now, of course, you can also incorporate this educational material into newsletters, postcards, and bulk text that you send out to patients. Secondly, on the point of COVID, you should plan on increasing your marketing budget and promote, okay? Start doing paid ads if you're not already. Just for example, last month, one of Bloomberg's digital ad clients acquired 136 phone calls, 116 conversations, meaning potential patients, with a cost per conversion of $13.36 per conversation. These stats are incredible. If you don't know marketing and paid ad stats, that's amazing. Let's say we converted half of those. That's roughly $27 per new patient, it's an amazing patient acquisition cost. Now is the time to jump onto Facebook ads and Google ad platforms if you're not doing so. Now, if you are doing paid ads, good on you. Increase your budgets to draw in a higher quantity of leads. You can also increase your promotion by sending out mailers with any specials you're having. You can also increase promotion by improving your keyword rankings on Google via search engine optimization. These are all fantastic ways to promote your practice right now. And you got to do that right now. Whatever you're spending on marketing, bump it up. This is the time. Doing so is going to put you in front of your competition. Doing so is going to make you seen and make you heard. Now, on the third point on COVID and how to outcreate this current scene, let your marketing experts know what's happening with your practice and your location specifically. If your city and state is putting in restrictions on patients, and these restrictions are coming in, at a point where maybe they're going to allow emergencies or something of the sort, tell Bloomberg Digital or your marketing company so that they're absolutely in the loop and they can help plan out your marketing campaign. The guys at Bloomberg Digital are experts and have not only been through this before, but have gotten a lot of dental practices to flourish during shutdowns and other strange times. Truly the masters. I see client after client after client who come to me and say, you know what? Despite all the noise of 2020, it's actually been our best year ever. Okay. Now, I don't recommend we hope for anything like this in the future, but if emergencies and situations like this come about, you've got to be in a position where you can outcreate it, and you want to have a team that knows what they're doing. The team at Bloomberg Digital can switch campaigns and have your marketing target emergency dental type searches or whatever's needed, and do so at the drop of a hat. If everyone else stops promoting and you're still going, who do you think people are going to find and give their business to? Well, you. One simple word, you. Market, be there for your public, get the word out, and do so probably more than you ever have before. Now, fourth point on COVID. You want to be encouraging patients who have fallen off the schedule to get in for their routine cleanings in case local government decides to shut businesses down in the near future. You can convey this message in any medium, so do so. A fifth point on COVID, educate your target audience on the COVID safety precautions you're taking at your practice. For example, mandatory mask requirements, air purifiers, social distancing, gloves, plexiglass shields, etc. Don't make it look like you haven't been hygienic. No, this is what you've always been doing. Instead, let them know that you've always taken precautions as a dental office and that these are just additional layers to just help make it button tight. The last point on COVID, if you do experience cancellations in any additional volume, follow up with these people. These are your hottest patients, okay? You can easily change a patient's mind by doing the following points. First point, promote the importance of dental health in regards to counteracting disease. And we've already covered that, but cite the actual studies, cover the data, educate them. They might have different information, wrong information. Clear that up and be not forceful, but impinging. Let them know that you care about their health, and people with healthy teeth and gums live longer by independent studies not done by you nor I, on an average of 7 to 10 years. People with outstanding disease in their mouth are more susceptible to any illness and any disease. Second point on this, encourage them to have their routine cleanings in case local government decides to shut down businesses again and prohibit cleanings. You want them to get their cleanings before any more nutso stuff happens. Third point on this, educate these individuals on all of the additional safety precautions your office is taking. Now, we've already talked about this, masks, air purifiers, social distancing, gloves, plexiglass shields. And again, it's not like you've just implemented hygiene standards. You have had this stuff in and you have just added additional levels to make sure it is 100% safe for them to come in and get the treatment they need. This last point leads into our next topic on the importance of following up with patients. So I really want you to get this. Topic number 4. Let's talk about following up with patients. If you don't already have a follow-up system in place for contacting cancellations and no-shows, you must get this in. cancellations, and no-shows are some of your easiest patients to get in the door. Just a couple of extra phone calls and text messages could keep your schedule full and result in you helping all these people while collecting thousands of dollars in treatment you've correctly diagnosed. Any patient you get in could be your doctor's next $20,000 case. And that should be your receptionist's attitude every time he or she picks up the phone. Your receptionists are essentially your only sales reps for getting new patients in the door and need to have a sales rep's frame of mind going into every single phone call. One of Bloomberg Digital's top clients has a super sleek, effective system in place where a designated leads manager follows up with a prospect 8 times to encourage that individual to convert them into a scheduled patient. I cannot stress the importance of follow-up enough. Now, of course, before one can follow up with a prospect, your office must have a call log in place where each call is tracked and a variety of other details about the prospect are acquired. And that would include, this person's name, phone number, how that person heard about the practice, whether or not an appointment was scheduled, a reason for not scheduling, and anything else you want to know. If you're not correctly using a call log form, similar to Bloomberg Digital's call log form, and you are a Bloomberg Digital client, email our client services director, Amy, so she can help you get that implemented immediately. Her email address is amy@bloombergdigital.com. Okay, topic number 5, more on the call log. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking about it until you have it in, and you have it in solidly. On this last topic that we just touched on, we talked about the importance of this log. Now, for those of you who aren't using a call log or don't understand why you must keep one, I'm telling you, keeping one is essential to creating an expanding and profitable practice. Keeping a call log is a renowned successful action that is always kept in at front desks of all top producing dental practices ever created. With a call log, you can learn more about who's calling into the practice, the types of individuals interested, and looking for your ideal treatment cases. And most importantly, which marketing channels you're investing in are actually working. How else are you going to know where your leads are coming from if you don't keep track of them and ask the simple question, how'd you hear about us? You could be spending thousands of dollars on marketing that's working, but because you aren't getting calls converted, it'd be wasted. And you never know why. How could that happen? Well, because you're not tracking the reaches coming into the practice. This would also tell you what marketing is working and what marketing isn't working. Marketing makes the phone ring, but you want to know specific, exact points of what channels are getting your results and what channels are not. That's giving you return on investment, otherwise known as ROI. You could be allocating more money into the correct marketing channels that are bringing in your ideal treatment cases and lots of return on investment, and you wouldn't know the difference between a bad campaign or a highly effective one unless you were keeping track of the leads and asking the right questions. Bloomberg Digital's call log form forces your front desk team or anyone who answers the phone to acquire a flood of important information from each person who calls the front desk. And that includes name, phone number, how the patient heard about your practice, the treatment of interest, and if the person's scheduled or not. The call log form comes in even greater use when a patient does not schedule. Now think about this. Each non-scheduled patient should be followed up with several times to determine that person found a dentist to perform the desired service. So no matter what reason they didn't schedule in the first place, you're going to find out. Just because someone doesn't schedule on the first call doesn't mean the patient is lost forever. Sometimes it takes a bit of elbow grease and some persuasion on the part of your receptionist to encourage a patient to choose your office. Besides, following up with patients who do not schedule on the first call shows a person that you truly care about their well-being and health. You're not just in it for the business. You're in it to make sure they get the care they need. Keeping a call log and following up with patients is a very simple yet completely effective way to increase revenue and new patients coming in your practice. So once you fully implemented this, your practice will reap the benefits immediately. Again, if you need a copy of a call log or have questions about it and you're a current Bloomberg Digital client, email Amy at bloombergdigital.com. She's Bloomberg Digital's Client Services Director, and she can help you get this implemented right away. Okay, well, that's what I have for this video message. We're creating a series of messages to help you end out 2020 and make 2021 your best year ever. So let me know what questions you have, anything marketing related you want to know more about, and put those in the comments below. Also, let me know if this was helpful. I'd love some feedback. I'd also suggest that you stay connected and subscribe to the channel. You can feel free to reach out to me anytime, but we'll be putting lots of content like this out. So if you'd like, email me, danb@mgeonline.com. And to close out, I'll just tell you this. We're really wishing you a prosperous end of the year, a fantastic holiday season, and an amazing launch to 2021. I hope it's all that for you, and we'll see you on the next one.